Alright, Flotsam map 10. Let's play that one. Based on the Legion video, I do need to make this a little louder. Let's go to 87 this time. Hopefully that's good. So yeah, this map took me, I would say, quite a few more attempts than I was expecting. And it's pretty clearly based off of Sunder map 1, so I decided to check the text file, and it is. So I thought that was cool. I kept trying to do this first fight by running upstairs and grabbing the SSG, but eventually I was like, we just gotta take our time. Do it the slow and steady way, because once you get the SSG, everything opens up. So sort of the crux of this level is that you don't really have the gear to deal with everything. Yeah, these chain gunners would have shown up when I got the SSG. I mean, they did, right? We do a little grab on that chain gun. So I was like, whatever, just be safe, kill the vial first, even if it's with base shotgun, whatever. I like to hit this switch so that, well, I don't want to fight all these guys, so I can summon the Cyber Demon. So this map does make me question whether the Muse knows about all the monsters. You'll notice there are like 300 Revenants or something. It's absurd. You ask the Muse what's his favorite monster. Actually, I can check the Nirvana interview with him. I'm curious what he says his favorite monster is. He's got to say the Revenant. He's put so many. So there's really no reason to worry about ammo. Just like Sunder map 1, we start in this pillar area with chain gunners and base shotgun. And a green armor even. So now we got more Revenants. Like, this is just Revenants and like 2 mags in the back. I wonder if he knows about the other monsters. Yeah, no need to worry about ammo, like I said. Actually, could be short on rockets the way I do the final fight. I think my main complaint about Flotsam is that it uses the default plasma sound. It's way too loud. So yeah, it looks like I'm skipping that mega armor because I also need health, so I'll just get the mega sphere outside. So this outside area, it's all Revenants. It's like another 50 revs or something. and 1 cyber. So overall, there are also, I think, 3 other sniper enemies very, very far. There are 2 revenants way outside my reach, and 1 archvile. So what I try to do is have the cyber demon kill them, because he actually has better range than I do. He can auto-aim from however far he is. And I think I just got really lucky. He was just doing it on his own. I didn't have to, like, dance around the homing rockets or anything. You can shoot at them, but it's pretty rare it actually works. I do that for the vial, though. That was a strat I only figured out, like, a few minutes before this attempt, that I could shoot them all the way out there. There is only the 2 rad suits, so you have to portion them well. And now he's fought both of those revenants. I got pretty lucky with it. I didn't have to dance around the lava with him, getting homing rockets to hit him. It just sort of happened unintentionally. Usually I have to be really deliberate about it. So now I gotta kill more revenants. It's all revenants. It's always revenants. Now we have that vial all the way out there. Get some splash damage on him. He can hit you, by the way. If you get him in pain state, he'll still attack. So if you don't kill those snipers, then they'll show up in the subsequent little arena fights, and they're really, really hard to deal with. So I just kill them early. So in this room, there would be a revenant to my left, but now there isn't. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of run to the side here. I do what I can. Sometimes I take some damage, sometimes I don't, but it's never a huge amount. Though you do need to be careful about enemies getting pushed off. This is Boom, and he didn't do monster blocking linedefs. This is next to impossible unless you kill the other one. So vials can see me if I'm on the outer area, so I have to run over here. It's like the only safe spot from vials. And now we just try to dodge as best we can, which is really hard. And then you got a lot of pinkies. Notice how I'm shooting to the left? I don't want to shoot too close to the right side on that ledge, because then you push imps off. I've had that. I actually beat this map on the first time that I got out of the first room. I beat the entire thing, but 2 enemies had fallen off the world. So it was like another 2 days of attempts after that. I guess I got very lucky, because my strategies did improve. I gotta put in these batteries correctly. Yeah, rockets are actually more valuable than cells. So after that fight, there are just some enemies over here. Main thing is just don't blow yourself up on the Lost Souls. Alright, next area. This one is pretty goofy, in my opinion. So, you get a lot of Hell Nobles, and I run on this side. I've had times where they shoot a rocket and it hits the cyber next to them, and the splash damage pushes me off the world. There would be an archvile on this pillar normally, but we killed it at the beginning. Luckily, the Hell Knights can't get past the cybers. There's some, linedefs or whatever. So I just wait for the cybers to die. Looking out here made the video dump take longer. In the text file, Bemuse isn't really happy with this map. He says he fails to differentiate it from Sunder map 1. I don't really agree with that. I mean, structurally, like, the actual geometry of the level, sure, it's pretty much the same. But color-wise, it's totally different. Difficulty-wise, it's totally different. He added all these fights on the edges. I do think there's a significant difference. So now I don't hear the cybers anymore. So, I had tried for a long time to kill them from here, but I realized that I didn't have to do that. Well, for one, I gotta get rid of this other cyber. So I just kind of danced back and forth until the in-fight stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of L9s, so he has no chance. Pretty unfortunate for him. But yeah, that's the maneuver that let me beat this map, really. That I could escape and then come back and kill them from this side. And since they're so far away, it's not too tough to dodge. I mean, it's not like I did it perfectly, but as long as you don't get smacked too much. It's a lot of Hell Knights. Now, if you thought this was a silly amount of enemies, wait until the next room. I think it's the most cybers I've ever fought. Maybe Micro Slaughter 714. Yeah, it is important for my strategy that I have as many rockets as I can carry. I don't want to do the final fight unless I've got all the rockets. And you'll see why. So I'm telling myself, if a cyber is in front of me, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to go behind. I'm going to go behind. And then I see a cyber and I panic and I go out anyway. Oh, this was ridiculous. So I avoid the rad suit, which was stupid. But it was planned. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to stand back a little bit to get the cybers towards me. And then I could go around, which was actually a good idea. If I go slow, and go around. Now I get the rad suit. So now I need to make a choice. Do I go around to the right again? And I do. So next time I have to go to the left. So we need to go through now. I try to have the barons behind me so they defend me from the cybers. And because, you know, I can't kill barons on my own. So now we have to go back and forth as slow as we can. We get back here. We're doing okay. Now we just have to somehow kill all the cybers. And I remember being pretty stressed at this part. So I think it ended up with me taking a lot of damage here, which I didn't need to. But it made the final encounter more exciting. Yep. I really did my best to get through these rockets, but I wasn't able to. Yeah. I just tanked the damage. And it is what it is. I end up consuming that megasphere. That all-important mega. So, what do you think is the final wave? What's your guess? We've already fought lots and lots of cybers. What monster was missing? What monster might benefit from a carpet of corpses? What monster stands a chance against a Doom guy with a BFG? That's right, it's 20-something Archviles. So, my strategy to kill them was just doing, like, being good at BFG. And for whatever reason, that worked in my first playthrough. Blind. But I tried it so many times in attempts, and you know what? I wasn't able to get it. So instead, I used rockets. And they're so far away, they're not able to attack unless I have pain state. And since I'm, like, right here on the left, their AI has a hard time pathing to me. So, here we go. I take cover every so often because pain chance they could hit me. So since I took so many hits in the last area, well, I don't have that many megas remaining. Now, eventually we gotta get out of here. My rule is don't shoot BFG unless you're killing every archvile that you hit. Because I don't want their attention. Now we get back here, and at this point I realize, oh, I'm not doing what I did in practice. In practice, I had a megasphere, and I wasn't over here. I'd killed the vials. I'd BFG'd them. So I'm just kind of like doing my best and realizing I'm gonna run out of ammo. It really came down to the wire here. Yeah, there are a lot of cells around, but they're all the way across the lava. Like, okay, somehow we gotta get out. We gotta get out of here. And only barely I escape, and we can kill the remaining vials. And you know what? We were just about out of cells. There aren't that many cells remaining. Like, overall. So, this is probably the most difficult of the remaining maps. We'll see as I review the others if that opinion changes, but I do remember this one being tough. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, now we're pretty much out of here. With that said, these are revenants, and they can kill me very easily, so still have to be careful. And that is it. What a level. I realized I didn't actually know where to go. Because I, you know, only exited like twice. But yeah, it opens up this teleporter to head back. Yep. What a map. Get me out of there.